Hey, what's up everybody? The February leaks are here, and in this video, I'm going to go over everything you need to know for the month of February. So to kick things off, we are going to have two different events for the month of February, and it's going to be themed Disney Twisted-Wonderland. Now, if you're not familiar with Disney Twisted-Wonderland, you're not alone. I actually had to look this up because I was not familiar with any of these characters. Disney Twisted-Wonderland was a mobile game that came out in 2020 in Japan, so if you're not familiar with it, that's probably why. And if you play this game or if you know of what this series is all about, let me know in the comments below because the characters are actually animated. So is there an animated series that goes along with it? Let me know. The two main events for the month of February includes a sticker book event and then the traditional event that we get every single month. And it looks like that these characters are kind of like Harry Potter where they're assigned to different schools, and it seems like you're going to be going back to school for the event. And then at the end of the month, we're going to get the sticker book event. And this sticker book event does require you to get new Tsums to play it. So if you don't have a new Tsums, unfortunately, you won't be able to participate. And as for the fairy box bonus, it's going to be level tickets. I personally like the level tickets because I'm trying to max out my account to essentially every Tsum to level 50 and everything to skill level 6. So having these level tickets really helped me out. I definitely prefer these over the boost tickets that we've gotten in the past, but let me know if you like these level tickets. And then also we have Mission Bingo 32. I'm really behind on the bingo events. I really need to catch up. I think I have like 3 or 4 bingo cards that I have not touched yet, so maybe I'll get back into it and play those bingo cards all at once. And if you guys are enjoying this type of content where I do monthly leagues, review the new Tsums, the selection boxes, and the pickup capsules, please consider subscribing to this channel. Your subscription really helps me out a lot. I also have a Discord server, and if you're interested in chatting more about the game or talking to other players who play this game, need help with the game, consider scanning this QR code to join the Discord. I also have a line group, but the line group tends to be full, so I would recommend you to join the Discord server over the line group. Eventually the line group will go away and we're going to move to Discord. And also, I just want to quickly thank the subscribers who have contributed to this channel. Your donations really helps this channel a lot, so I greatly appreciate it. Alright, so let's take a look at the new characters that we're going to get for the month of February. And in this month, we're going to get a total of 5 new Tsums, and each of them represent a different school. We're likely going to be able to get these Tsums starting the end of January, so just probably in 3 or 4 days, they're going to be released and we can start getting the first batch. The first lucky time will run until February the 6th, and then the second lucky time will run until the February 18th. And at the end of the month, if you haven't gotten any of the new Tsums, you'll still get one more lucky time at the very end of the month, which coincides with the sticker event. So don't worry if you can't get the new Tsums yet, but let's take a closer look at every single one of them. And I apologize ahead of time if I'm not pronouncing these characters' name correctly, as I'm honestly not too familiar with them. So let's start off with the very top. We have Leona, Kingscholar. This Tsum will clear a horizontal line as well as the center of the screen. So I really like these Tsums that have multiple abilities per game, so we'll have to see if this one's going to be any good. Then we have Kalim Al-Asim. This one will clear groups of Tsums in one go, and these could be hit or miss, so I'm not too sure if this one's going to be good or not. Then we have Riddle, Rosehearts. This one, only 2 types of Tsums appear for a short time. These Tsums tends to not perform that well compared to other Tsums, so depending on what your objective is, if you have like a long chain mission that you need to get through, then this Tsum could be good, but these type of Tsums aren't typically good for coins. Then we have Grim. Grim has been one of the more popular Tsums that I've seen that likely will earn a lot of coins. I'm actually really excited to take a look at Grim. Grim's ability description is canned tunas and high scoring Grim Tsums appear for a short while. Clear surrounding Tsums when connected. So essentially what happens is some canned tunas will show up and you connect the canned tuna along with Grim. It earns you a lot of high score, but it also bursts surrounding Tsums as well. So it kind of acts like a Maleficent Tsum. So it bursts surrounding Tsum as well as connect long chain. So you could definitely burst a lot of Tsums per game. So Grim is going to likely be one of the better ones in this series. And then finally we have Azul, Ashengrotto. This one is going to clear Tsums in the shape of an X and in a vertical line. These Tsums could be good depending on if the screen freezes on the initial X. This Tsum could be very good for beginners. So when the Tsums become live, I will do a review for all of these Tsums. And actually this month I'm going to try something new. I'm actually going to try to post all of the gameplays first and then do a review of them all. Gameplay videos are easier to make and I could get those up on the same day. So I'll likely give you guys just the full gameplays first, and then following those videos, I'm going to do a full review of them all, letting you guys know if they're worth getting or not. So stay tuned, I'll have those up as soon as they become live. Okay, so let's take a look at the selection boxes for the month of February. So this selection box is a pretty interesting one. There's actually a lot of good Tsums in here that I really like. Starting with Dark Fairy Maleficent, it's going to be a relatively good Tsum to use to earn a lot of coins. Same with Sea Witch Ursula, also very easy to use and very beginner friendly. Angry Hades is another one. Yzma and Jafar Genie is another good one. Pretty much almost all the ones on the left hand side are pretty good. On the right hand side, unfortunately not that great. Captain Hook is actually pretty good, but nothing too exciting. I would say the left side is pretty good, and also on the right side probably Captain Hook. So this selection box actually has a lot of pretty good Tsums in here, but the second selection box does have our only pair of Tsum for the month of February, and that's Elsa and Bruni. This is going to be one that's going to be very popular when it gets released. It's not a new Tsum by any means, but Elsa and Bruni is a very good pair of Tsum to get. All the other ones unfortunately aren't that great. Agent P is a good Tsum to use for coins, but you need to use gyro and you need to flip your phone from one side to another if you're playing with a phone. With a tablet, it's almost impossible to effectively use Agent P unless you literally throw your tablet from side to side, which you probably won't be able to play a lot of games. My personal favorite is Pirate Clarice, and that's a personal favorite because that's actually the first Tsum I ever got in my life. That's actually the Tsum that got me into playing Tsum Tsum. It's my first character that I got in the arcades, and it's one that really stands out to me, but really not that great though, unfortunately. So nothing else in here really stands out with the exception of Elsa Bruni and also Agent P, but everything else not really that great. Moving on to our pickup capsules. This pickup capsule is going to contain 15 Tsums just like any other pickup capsule, and as always, if you are able to clear the entire pickup capsule, meaning getting all 15 Tsums in the capsule, you're going to get the last prize, which is that skill ticket. If you're able to clear the pickup capsule, you should always do so, because that last prize, that skill ticket, is very elusive, very rare. You can't even buy it with real money. And just in case you're bad at math, you're going to need a total of 450,000 coins to clear a pickup capsule. So let's take a look at this first one to see if there's anything that's good in here. There's going to be 4 limited Tsums. 3 of them are going to be Mary Poppins, 2 Winter Aurora, 1 copy of Princess Minnie, 3 copies of Blue Fairy, 3 copies of Rafiki, and 3 copies of Dory. And I think I said Rafiki. One time I said Rafiki and people kind of lost it, so it's Rafiki. Alright, so unfortunately none of these are any good. So unless you have 450,000 coins saved up, you could skip this pickup capsule. Not really worth it. The only thing that's really worth it is that last prize, which is that skill ticket. So let's take a look at the second pickup capsule though. The second pickup capsule has 15 Tsums as well. We're going to have 2 copies of Barley, 2 copies of Musketeer Donald, and 2 copies of Wild Gaston. Those are going to be your limited Tsums. The non-limited Tsums is going to be 3 copies of John Darling, 3 copies of Maximus, and 3 copies of Nala. This one is a lot better than the first pickup capsule. If you're going to try to get a pickup capsule, go for the second one. I like Barley and Wild Gaston in the second one. They're going to be relatively good Tsums. They're not amazing by any means, but they're definitely a lot better than the first pickup capsule. So if you only have enough coins to clear one pickup capsule, try to clear the second one versus the first one. This one's going to end on February the 25th. So here's a quick recap of all of the Tsums that's going to be available for the month of February. And I also do want to call out that there is going to be a heart sale that will end on February the 18th. It's usually about 3 days long. And then the item sales will be at the end of the month, and that's going to end on February the 25th. It's likely going to start about like February the 20th or so. Usually they're about 4 to 5 days long for the item sale. So if you want to use boost to finish those missions that are too difficult, towards the end of the month they will have that sale, which is going on right now actually for the month of January. Will end at the end of the day. So out of all of these Tsums, I'm really excited about Grimm. And actually all of the new Tsums, I'm not familiar with the characters, so I hope that they have really cool animations. Unfortunately, we're not likely going to get the same sound effects as the Japanese version of the game. I don't know why we don't get the sound effects, because I feel like they're a lot cooler when you have the voiceover characters in the game, but we don't get them. But Grimm is going to be one that I'm personally excited about. But other ones that you should be excited about, Elsa and Bruni is a good one that you should definitely be excited about. Dark Fairy Maleficent is another one because of its bursting surrounding abilities. If you want to try to get the pickup capsule, Wild Gaston is another good one, but nothing too out of the ordinary here that really gets me super excited, except for the new Tsums for the month of February. So that's the review for the month of February. I hope that you guys found this video helpful or at least entertaining. And if you'd like to see more Tsum Tsum content just like this, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. And as always, thank you so much for watching.